chose this would just because it kind of like involved two aspects that I was really interested in, which are sports and art. My whole life, I've really just been really into sports. Like at South Central, I played football, basketball, and baseball basically the whole way through, and I was always really intrigued and just loved drawing and just all that kind of art stuff. So it's kind of like the perfect combination of the two, which I really didn't even know it was possible. It was even like available that I.
What part of your job did you find most interesting?
Mm, I would say, since I'm technically part of the football staff now, I actually get to travel with the team to like away games too. So we've a couple of the games we've gone to this year. I've been to the Texas Longhorn Stadium, the TCU Horned Frog Stadium, a couple other just really neat places. So I would say like traveling to these big stadiums and schools that like you grew up watching on TV has just been really cool. Just seeing the action up live, up close.
What's a typical work day? Like, what do you do?
Well, it kind of differs from in season and out of season. So right now this is our last game week. So this week's gonna be a lot different than what it will be like coming up in a few weeks. But in season, it's a little bit more hectic than out of season. So we basically since like the beginning of camp, which was at the beginning of August, we really work like 7 days a week, Monday through Sunday, and like I'm usually in here whenever the coaches are too, and they spend a lot of time in here, game planning and watching practice film, recruiting, and so I am in here in this like our football complex a lot, and most of my time is spent working on more of like the recruiting aspect to where we have like a list of guys that we're trying to recruit to come get to play for us, and which are most likely juniors and seniors in high school. And so like a lot of my day is just spent researching these guys and just coming up with new designs for like edits and stuff for to be able to send the kids to just see if they're interested in coming and playing for us. And then other tasks that I usually do, um, I do a lot of the other graphic design work for the football team that gets posted like on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook, and also gets like printed out and hung up around campus or our complex. And there's a bunch of just little other minor tasks that I usually do too. Our director of football operations is trying to get me to come up with new wall murals right now before the recruiting weekends begin. And yeah, a lot of the time I'm just like on hand too, like whenever a coach needs a specific graphic for a recruit they're really going after, I'll be just available to try and help them decide like what they want to make or create and when to send it to them too. It's actually pretty funny. The one that I just worked on today, the recruit and his dad like had nicknames for each other, Pinky and the Brain. I don't know if you guys seen any like the old cartoon. Like it's probably before you guys' time, but it was actually pretty cool. I was able to take something that they liked, which is Pinky and the Brain, and actually turn it into a graphic. I can actually show you here. I have it on my phone. Where so they're really interested in Pinky and the Brain, and so what I did was just like took a picture of the two cartoon guys and even like threw the kid's jersey on them both. And then from the cartoon, it always says that like what their to-do list is to try and take over the world. And so like on the graphic, I put try and take over the Big 12, which is the conference we're in here. So just kind of creative stuff like that is pretty fun to do.
Is like changing.
Yeah, I would definitely say like as technology like grows and advances, it's just continuously. It actually probably never stops changing, to be honest, because we're always just trying to see like what the big next new thing that's going to come out will be, whether that's going to be animated graphics or who knows really. Like, it's just always changes and changes really fast, so we just try and keep up with the times, what's going on out in the real world, and just try and even come up with different things ourself. So yeah, it's really always changing.
Best part about your job?
I would just say the best part would be that just working in this kind of environment in sports and graphic design, it really doesn't even feel like it's a job most of the time, honestly, because this was something that I was doing for fun, like in my free time before I graduated. So to be able to do this for a living is just really, really special for me. I wouldn't want to be doing anything else.
Yeah. All right. So thank you for your time.